Okay. So you guys won your kickball game.
We won our kickball game.
That's pretty cool. By a lot though, or by a little?
I think it was 12-1.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
So you guys
dude.
are rounding up on them.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we're like a pretty decently athletic team, but the two teams we've played so far are not.
Really? They're just doing it for fun?
Yeah, the team we played last week, it was their first time like having a kickball team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so like by the time I got up, we were up 7-0 and had 4 home runs. We were up 7-0, had 4 home runs by the time I got up, and like we're like playing music and everybody's like dancing and shit, and these guys had never played before, and I was like, that sucks. So I just popped it up on purpose. I was like, I don't like this.
You just were trying to like give them a
yeah, dude,
something to make them feel good.
Yeah, give them something to catch, dude. Come on.
That's fucked up, dude. You shouldn't do that for people.
Why not?
Because it gives them false confidence.
No,
they should practice and get better.
But then they caught a couple balls and they scored a couple runs and they started to feel better. Dude, I want to have fun out there.
Nah.
Also, there's a run rule, dude. You want the game to end after 3 innings and 15 minutes? That sucks.
I want to win.
Oh, we
I'm
won.
a winner, dude.
Winning wasn't the problem. We won.
Oh, dude, I gotta like start exercising more and stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Dude, I got the big news. Dude, I am a pre-diabetic. I found out pretty recently. But I am like the least amount of pre-diabetic that you can be, which is pretty cool. That's not bad. That's good.
When you text me and told me you went to the doctor and you're on the road to some health concerns, I was like reading it aloud and Jessica's like, whoa, what? And I was like, well, I mean, it's, Jake, it's probably like pre-diabetic. And like, and I started like guessing.
Yeah.
And then I felt bad about guessing.
Dude, you know what was so funny? So I went into the doctor, right? And I was like telling her, I'm like, yeah, I snore really bad when I sleep. Everybody that I've known my entire life has commented on my snoring and how loudly I snore, like sleepovers when I was a kid and stuff. At no point was anybody like, maybe we should get this checked out.
You know
what I mean?
Sit loud.
This kid. I do sit loud. That is true. I do everything loud. I breathe loudly. But it's so I was telling her, and you'll think this is so funny, dude. She was like, okay, and she's like doing some tests, and then she measured my neck. And she was like, your neck size is directly linked to sleep apnea, and you have a huge neck. She didn't say huge, but she's like, you have a big neck. And I literally was just sitting on the doctor's office table, and I was like, yeah, people have commented on how big my neck is a lot of times in my life, dude. Oh, it was a strange moment, very full circle moment for me.
Proportionally, is that like the biggest part of you?
Yeah, well, she was like, you're a big cunt, and you're a gable end. You're huge and massive, so now I gotta not be huge and massive anymore.
She was like, belly a little big, but this neck, bro, we gotta talk about this neck. We gotta start with the neck.
I have such a big head, dude, that it like
you do have a massive
makes
head.
sense that my neck has to be big, dude, because it's like I've been going to the chiropractor, and they did this thing called I got this thing called spinal decompression, and it's like they strap your head to a table and they like pull it away from your like body.
They're like, we need new straps, dude. This neck is huge.
Yeah,
bro, we got to get different straps.
They had to get like an extender to go around my head,
like toe straps.
Yeah, like a fat person on an airplane. I had to buy 2 seats on the the thing, but you're
in the couples massage room on 2 tables.
Instead of my face in the holes, both of my arms go through where the heads are. No, but
your dick's just between the 2 tables.
Gross, dude, that would hurt. Yeah, I'm gonna get like a sleep study or whatever, but my neck is big. I can't breathe when I sleep. I get headaches all the time. My cholesterol is high. I'm technically pre-diabetic, the least amount of pre-diabetic that you can be. I don't want to worry the listeners, some of whom are family. I'm doing everything.
Do you think that's
like,
gonna worry the
okay.
listeners? I think they'll be like, "Oh, the
Yeah.
least amount." Thank God, because we thought he was already diabetic.
All right, dude. I guess we're just gonna lay into me. Huh? Just really let me have it.
I'm following your lead, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking dude. Going to the doctor is just like so strange, though. You haven't been to the doctor in a long time.
Long time, dude.
How many years do you think?
Like 7 probably since I had my knee surgery.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. What do you think's going on with you?
I don't know, dude. I'm feeling pretty healthy. I feel pretty good.
But dude,
I'm sure my
who
lungs
knows?
could use a little tune-up or whatever.
Yeah. Who knows what's going on underneath the surface, dude?
I don't know, dude. I'm feeling strong. It's like, why go
Yeah.
to the doctor and ruin my confidence? Like, why let...
But also, alternatively, you could get a piece of paper that says you're big and strong, dude.
That'd be pretty sick, dude. But
Right.
I'm not big, though.
I don't know.
It's just like pound for pound, dude. Pretty strong. You're doing all right.
I wish that they had like a sort of like a surgery that you could like shrink your head. I think it causes a lot of problems for me, dude. My pillows, like I go through pillows like so quickly, because they just can't handle the weight of my head. They flatten out like so
Is it the
fast.
weight, or do you like drool and shit because you
No,
snore?
I don't drool. I don't drool or anything. Sometimes I drool.
Good.
but
There's no way you never drool. Come on.
I mean, yeah, everybody drools sometimes, but the weight of my head, I swear to God, like it ruins pillows so quickly. Like I'll get a new pillow and like for a couple of weeks I'll be like, yes, like fucking like I'm like feel like I'm supported and stuff.
What
and then,
material's in your pillows? Because I feel
Dude,
like if you
I've
just have
tried-
like a down pillow,
I've tried,
it's just like
no,
feathers.
No,
like, I don't
I've
feel
tried
like the weight
everything.
of your head
I've tried
is...
everything, dude. I've tried everything. You
I guess
know
I
me.
live a
I've
privileged
tried
life, dude.
everything, dude. I have to buy. I'm like looking into like trying to buy a good pillow. They're like $200, dude. They're like $200.
For a pillow,
Dude.
pillow big enough to support your head.
Yes, it's like a minimum $100 for like a pillow, and who knows how long it'll last me.
What about
Who
like
knows how
latex
long?
foam? That's pretty
Latex foam?
Yeah, it's pretty resilient.
I think that I've like gotten like a latex foam pillow, or like I'm want to, but it's like really expensive, Shit fucking is bad, dude. Like my head is too big. It's bad. When that thing was like lifting my head off, dude, I could like feel the release, like my neck side, like it was just like, oh, like just for a moment to like not be holding my head up was like
it's
amazing.
just big. What are you gonna do? Like their skull's big, right? It's not just like a bunch
Yeah.
of fat around the skull.
Dude, I want to get like a hat that I tie a bunch of balloons to, so that it like in like the perfect amount, so that I walk around and it just kind of like lifts, it like stretches my neck out.
I don't think that would work,
Why not,
bro.
Why wouldn't
Pillows
it
can't
work?
support you. You think helium's gonna do the trick?
dude? They did it on Nathan For You. They made it so that fat people could ride horses. They tied a bunch of balloons to them so that they could ride horses, dude. I want to do that for my head to like lift it off of my neck. I
Oh, shit.
think about stuff like that. I'm like, what if I just like hung upside down a bunch? Like what? But then I'm like, dude, I can't do that for very long. I'll pass out.
Yeah, dude. And what are you gonna hang from?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not like a regular pull-up bar.
I'll have a contractor come in, dude, and see if he can
This
work
room's
with
brick,
the
dude. You
cement
could get
walls.
something going on.
Yeah. God, bro. Oof. That comedy show that I was at was a fun time. How was your comedy show last night?
Oh, last night?
Yeah.
It was interesting, dude.
Yeah.
I lost full control of the crowd at one point.
Really?
I did 35 minutes, and after like 8, it was just chaos.
Yeah,
Like,
that room is cavernous.
bro, people just kept talking. This one guy in particular, he kept talking. And at one point, I was like, hey, man, if you ever want to come back on a Friday, there's an open mic here. And you
Yeah.
can come up here and talk.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah. And then, and I was like trying to have fun with him or whatever, but it was getting too chaotic.
Yeah.
And then finally, I was like, all right, man, like, you got to stop. And then, like, at one point, I was just like, dude, you have to shut the fuck up. He's like, what, you're out here asking questions? I'm like, yeah, I have asked a few questions, but you're also just blurting shit out. Sometimes it doesn't pertain to the question I ask at all.
Right.
Like, at one point, he was just like, Bud Light. He just yelled Bud Light.
Dude.
And then I was like, well, what do you feel about Bud Light? He's like, I don't know. It's like,
Well, what the fuck,
you don't have
man?
why are you yelling it if you don't have an opinion? And then I was like, all right, dude, it's getting past the point of fun. This is irritating now.
Yeah.
Like I said that to him, and I was like, you just got to shut the fuck up for the rest of the show. And then he was like, "What? No crowd engagement? I'm out of here." And
Awesome.
And he stands up, and I was like, "All right, cool, dude. See ya." And he goes, "Yeah, you probably will." And I was like, "Oh,
Wow.
what?" And then I was like, "Oh shit!" And he went outside, and I was like, "Listen, this isn't going great, but you guys all got my back, right? You guys all have my back if this guy does something crazy."
Fucking Billy Badass. What did he look like, dude? What was he like? Could you have taken him, you think?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
What's your like strategy in a fight with this guy?
Body shots for sure.
Body shots?
Yeah, dude.
What about his body makes you want to take shots at it, dude?
Well, it's kind of like your body.
Oh,
but a little
okay.
smaller,
Yeah,
you know?
dude. He's
like,
pre-diabetic.
Yeah, well, he's a little chunky, and but he had a vibe like he's fought before. You know, like he's definitely fought a lot. And I wasn't sizing him up. I didn't. Like, He went all tough guy, and I was like, shit. But if he does like wait outside for me, I got to be ready. But yeah, body shots for sure, dude. Right in the sides. He had a little height and reach on me, so you gotta go when you're not expecting it.
Yeah, dude. Okay, fair enough. The show that I did there, I've talked about it before. That's the show where I had to tell 3 ladies to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That place is just full. Independence, Missouri is one of the worst.
Bro. Yeah,
like
it's Independence, Missouri
in the world.
And I get brought up on stage as all the way from Overland Park, and I was like, don't announce I'm from Johnson County as I come on stage in Independence. So what the fuck? Like at one point the dude was like, "Oh, this OP boy," and then I was like, "Dude, I might be from OP, but my brother's been arrested 3 times in this city, dude. I know Independence. I know who you people are."
That's so funny, dude. I don't know. I try to give everybody like good intros when I'm hosting a show, but like I've seen some people like fuck up intros pretty bad, dude.
It's so crazy how minimal effort. Sometimes even no effort.
Yeah.
People put in like you're hosting, there's 3 people on the show, and you're like, fuck, who's next? It's like, what? You didn't just write down the order and know exactly who's up. And maybe here's a crazy thing that doesn't happen that much anymore. Maybe go up and be like, which this just happened last night, and I didn't say I'm from Overland Park, but maybe go up and be like, hey, how would you like me to bring you up? That's
just ask.
Always ask.
Yeah, just ask a question. Check with people. I don't know, dude. It's also just like not hard to like give somebody a good intro, even if you don't talk to them. You just gotta be like, this next comedian coming up, they're really funny, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause for da-da-da.
Yeah.
It's like no big deal.
Yeah. You just see people, they're just like thinking about what to say. It's like, why didn't you think about this before you went up to introduce someone?
You had the other person's entire set to think about what to say.
Like, it's one thing to just be on stage and be like, fuck, I didn't really have a plan. And it's like, all right, well, you fucked up your set. You didn't have a plan. But when you're bringing somebody else up, have a plan.
Yeah.
It's not like you're fucking up their set.
Yeah, it's really shitty. It's shitty to do. You know what else is shitty to do? Is not introducing your own podcast.
Oh, yeah? You haven't even done that yet?
No. Welcome to Shake It Off, everybody.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Here
It's another episode of the podcast that you choose to listen to. With me today, I'm joined by my very good friend and fellow comedian, Dustin Slentz. Give it up for Dustin Slentz, everybody. Let him hear it. Big round of applause for Dustin. See, that's how you do it.
You should have a sound effect ready for that, so I feel a round of applause.
No.
Who are you asking to? You're giving hosting advice, and now to your podcast audience, you're like, give a round of applause. I've never heard that on a podcast, dude.
Yeah, no, it's
good
perfect.
for everyone you've seen tonight.
It's called being original.
Okay.
Oh, dude. Who do you think the Chiefs are going to draft?
Oh, bro, I don't know. I haven't even, I have no idea. Hopefully someone good.
What is their, biggest need? Defensive back?
No, that's one of our smaller needs, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Who do we have? Well, I guess we have
Snead and McDuffie.
Yeah. We still have
Cook.
Snead? I thought.
No, we still have Snead.
Okay, cool. Yeah, good.
No, we get.
Good.
All we lost so far is Thornhill.
Thornhill, that's who we lost. I was confusing
Yeah,
them.
we're fine.
But he wasn't, super
our biggest
integral.
need is right tackle, I think.
Right tackle, you think? Is that what
Yeah.
we're going to get?
We'll see. See how it...
Yeah. Are you going to the draft?
No, dude, I'm too busy.
I'm going down there on Thursday. My sister's
Oh.
coming in town. We're going to hang out.
No, I don't have any plans. Well, I don't have any plans to go down there Thursday, but we're the last pick of the night, and I think there's a decent chance we trade out of the first round anyways.
Yeah. I'm mostly just going because it sounds like fun and my sister's going to be here and stuff. But also, maybe they don't trade up. Maybe they trade up, dude.
That'd be sick.
That'd be sick. Who would they trade up for? Probably tackle.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Tackle or receiver, I guess. Depends on what the run on quarterbacks looks like.
Really?
The more quarterbacks that keep going, the better that is for us.
Nice. Okay, cool. That's
We don't
something to
need a
look out
quarterback.
for. Yeah, I don't really know how to watch the draft. Like, I don't give a fuck about like college football at all, really, and so I don't know any of the players coming out of the draft until they get drafted.
The only reason I know any of the players is because I play Madden a lot. And when you're in a franchise in Madden, you can download user-created draft classes. So I download draft classes of like real college players.
Oh, yeah,
And so that's
dude.
how I learn.
Are they going to come out with an NCAA football game again?
I don't know. I thought they were.
It would be sick. I loved that.
They
That was
said
like
after
my
name,
favorite
image,
football game.
likeness, they would do it, but I don't know.
That's pretty sick. I would love if they did that. I don't know. I think that if they don't, we should probably some journalists. We should probably some journalists. Let's see.
Bro, you should start a hard copy only podcast, dude. You should just release transcripts of this. Bro,
This is what it seems like.
the last 2 elections, I've written myself in as my vote for Johnson County Sheriff. And I've posted it on Instagram both times. Like, guys, just today I decided I'm running for Johnson County Sheriff. And I had like people send me back like stories of them writing my name in. So I got at least 4 votes for Johnson County Sheriff last year.
What would be the first thing you do as sheriff?
Let everyone who has a nonviolent offense out of jail. Can you do that as a sheriff? I don't know if I can do that.
You
What can I do?
100%
What can
cannot
I do? What's
that.
my power?
What
power do I have?
mean,
I
like,
have no
you
idea.
can do like you can sort of like dictate the like scope of like what police and like sheriff's department like investigates and like focuses
Can
on
I
and stuff.
say no more ticket quotas?
Probably not. That's probably like a sort of collective thing. They would if you did, you would probably be like opposed.
Dang, can I
pretty
let people out of
heavily.
jail or change ticket quotas? What can I do, dude?
You can arrest people.
I can
That's
arrest people?
Mostly the sheriff's job. But
okay.
also, you can only arrest people who other people say that you can arrest.
Wait, what do you
kind
mean?
of. Like either the law or like the DA has to there has to be like a warrant. You can't
Yeah.
just go arrest somebody as the sheriff.
Right, but if my judge is my buddy, I can't just be like, hey, sign this warrant. That's what they do.
I
right?
mean, yeah, that is what ends up happening. But I don't think that you could just be like, I don't like this guy and I want to arrest him. Like you'd have to find like a crime that they're.
You know what I would do? I would go to like children's baseball games on a Saturday, and any parent who is being a dick to the umpires, I would just walk up and be like, "You want to fucking go downtown, dude?" I put these parents back in line, dude. That's what I would do. I put these parents back in line and these dog parents back in line, dude. I'm so
Wow,
tired.
Dog parents.
These dogs just running wild,
This
dude.
is a common theme for you, man.
Oh, bro, dude, don't. Yeah, that's what I would do as a cop. I would arrest everyone who doesn't discipline their
you'd
dog.
shoot
dude.
more dogs.
No, I'd shoot the people who don't discipline their dogs, dude. It's crazy.
What would you do with the dogs then?
I would fucking put them in line, dude. They come over to my house and go through boot camp. Be a 6-week academy training, dude. They'd be
dude.
such sick dogs. Dude.
It's funny that you like talk about how you want to beat dogs so much because like you don't really beat your dog.
No,
very much.
no.
Your dog she beats herself.
Yeah, dude.
With, like,
She'll punish
words.
herself.
That one time I was watching her,
Dude, that was
and
hilarious.
she like tore up her bed, and I called you and I was like, I
You
don't know what
texted
to
me
do.
and you were like, "Hey, Kasha tore up her bed. Should I like discipline her in some way? Should I like hold her accountable?" And I was like, "Just walk her to the bed, point at it, and say, Kasha, what is this?' And she'll discipline herself."
Dude, I have like never felt worse about anything in my life. She literally, I was like, Kasha, come here. And then she came there, and like when she first showed up, she's like wagging her tail, 'cause
being
she's
all
like, "Oh
happy.
shit!" And then she realized like this is the room where I tore up my bed earlier. Like she had like remembered what she did, and she immediately was like, "Oh," and like huddled down, like against the wall and stuff. And I was like, "What is this?" I couldn't even do it forcefully. She already knew. I was like, "Oh," it made me feel like shit. Ugh. But she probably hasn't torn up her bed since, dude.
Nah, dude, she doesn't really tear shit up.
Yeah, I think it was just because you guys were gone, probably.
Yeah, well, like any dog, like once the bed comes apart a little bit, like a little piece of foam comes out, like taking stuffing out of something, their like instinct kicks in. You can't really do shit about that. But she
What's
won't
the
tear
instinct?
shit up. I don't know. Once like stuffing comes, you ever see a dog like once they get a stuffed animal, they'll play with it nicely forever. But then once the stuffing starts coming out, they're just like, oh.
Yeah. What is it about the stuffing you think? You're like,
I don't know. It's like ripping apart prey. It's like
like tissue, like soft
instinct.
tissue kind of shit.
Yeah, just like let's get to the guts, the nutrition. But it's just fucking.
Dude, we used to have a dog that like had a teddy bear. It was like a little wiener dog. And she had it forever, but she would just hump it. She just fuck it.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, it is sick.
It's a victimless crime, dude.
It's fucking disgusting.
It's a victimless crime.
Made me sick.
Everybody's out here when their dogs hump a toy and they're like, knock that off. But when their dog just like walks up to them and licks them or like tries to take a piece of food out of their hand, they're just like, oh, he's so cute.
Dude, you have a hatred.
Dude, I'll go on for
You have a hatred for people who don't take care of their dogs.
No, they take care of their dogs and they love their dogs, but they love them too much, and that's the problem.
Oh, they're not stern enough.
Yeah, dude.
They're friends and not parents.
Dude, I can walk up to any dog and tell within 10 seconds if that dog's ever been hit.
What a strange superpower.
I know, dude. It's pretty sick, though.
Hey, Dustin, has anybody hit this dog?
Nope. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, how do you tell?
You can just tell by their their genuine demeanor, like how aggressive they are when they come up to you. Like, if a dog walks up to you and just the first time it sees you, just jumps on you. You don't even know this dog. It's just like wagging his tail. You're like, oh, hey, buddy. Then it jumps. Yeah. I don't care if your dog does that to me because I love dogs. Yeah. But if my dog did that to someone else that they didn't know, dude. Yeah. We're gonna have some words about that.
Yeah, dude. What do you say? You're like, come here.
You get the fuck over here.
You don't do that.
What do you think this is? The jungle gym?
But yeah, dude, you see a dog do that? That dog hasn't been disciplined before.
Who?
I'm just saying any dog in general. They do like that.
Dude.
I have one friend. I was just listening to this because I'm not trying to. Because I see this is something I see a lot. Now like people carry around like the little tiny treats.
Oh yeah.
They carry around little tiny treats.
Yeah.
And like the dog starts barking or something. Like, whoa, chill out, and the dog chills out, and they're like, focus, and they give it a treat. Or the dog like jumps on something. They're like, whoa, calm down, and the dog sits, and they give it a treat. And it's like you're just training that dog that whatever it does wrong, no matter what it does.
Yeah.
If it comes and sits down afterwards, it can have a treat. And that's crazy to me, dude.
Yeah.
That's insane behavior.
Have you ever thought of like doing like a doggy like daycare school type thing, like where you like teach people how to train their dogs?
No way, dude. Just like I wouldn't be able to handle it. I'd be like, these fucking millennials, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's just like a place where people go to learn how to hit their dogs.
Yeah, dude. No, they crave discipline, dude. They want structure, which you don't understand.
Yeah, they're like a bad kid that has to go to military school.
Yeah, dude. I'm the step between military school. I'm the step between you putting your dog down and you.
Putting your dog down.
Yeah, I mean, if your dog like if it's the wrong breed, it like bites somebody, that's fucking
pit bulls. That happens.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
People are very passionate.
My
about
dog
that.
looks very pit bullish.
Yeah, she does.
And just to be clear, I've only disciplined my dog like hardcore one time. I didn't fucking swing on her or anything. I just fucking. She attacked another dog.
Yeah.
Like just walked up to her food bowl. And my dog looks very pit bullish. She's very like strong. Like if she keeps having that kind of behavior, that dog's gonna get taken away, maybe put down at some point.
Yeah.
And so like I just fucking grabbed her and pulled her back when she went for this dog. But it was I'd been doing construction for like 6 months. So like I was a little stronger than I'm used to, and I grabbed her when I threw her on accident.
Oh my god.
Well, then she never did anything bad again.
Oh, that's
cool. I'm not saying you should throw your dog, but
you
should do something.
Yeah. If your dog attacks another dog, hey,
you don't even have to do like you can flick on the nose. There's like all sorts of little things you can do to let the dog know to like
right, yeah.
Even like tiny little things,
two finger like
when you're walking in your house, you don't let your dog go in first. I go in the door first. You fucking sit here and wait.
Oh,
There's so many like little things you can do to let the dog know who's in charge, but I feel like people just don't do it anymore.
Wow, dude, that letting like you going in first thing sounds like something that you would see in like a a video teaching you about like posture and
Yeah,
you know, like body language and
How
stuff.
to be the alpha male.
Dude, I watched like one time for like a public speaking class that I had to take at community college. We had to watch a video on like body language, and they were showing like Vladimir Putin and George W. Bush like shaking hands, and they were like, George
and
W.
Putin
Bush's
just owned him.
No.
Oh,
George
really?
W. Bush's hand is over the top of Putin's, and like he is walking in front of him and stuff, and they're like, George W. Bush is asserting dominance over Vladimir Putin and stuff. It was weird, but that's like what you're doing to your dog, kind of.
Yeah, you know, little doses. Dude, my dog, my favorite thing that she knows is not to look at us when we're eating.
Oh yeah, she does do that.
Yeah, dude.
Not to look at you.
Not even look, dude. Not to even look. Not even look at the food.
Fucking look at me.
And like I started with that, like, hey,
Yeah.
don't look, we're eating.
Yeah,
Don't look at me.
yeah.
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
But now, dude, she can be just like laying in the living room by the couch, and you'll go and like warm up some food and come sit down, and she'll just get up and go to the other side of the room and lay down.
Wow.
Almost every other dog I know will
Yeah.
just sit there and just
Yeah.
stare at you,
Yeah.
waiting for you to give it something.
Your dog is also very happy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a happy dog. Let me ask you this. Do you consider your dog your property? It's a good question.
My property?
Isn't that an interesting thing to think about? Is your
What?
pet your property?
What's the alternative? Is she someone else's property?
It's just nobody's property. It's like a living animal, you know? Like, can you possess other living things? I don't know.
Yeah, that bitch is my property.
You think that your dog is your property?
I make all her. I don't know. What is
I
that?
think it's like more complicated than that. I don't know.
How complicated is it?
I mean, I think that it's like hard to say that you can like own something else like that. I mean, like
I mean, I
you,
bought
you
her.
Could, well, yeah, you bought her
I bought
and
her.
that kind of thing. But I guess like what I'm saying though is like, she's not like something that you own as much as she is like something that like lives with you, right?
Well, yeah, I just see her as my dog, but I mean, I think technically
dude,
I own
hey,
her.
You don't have to get defensive. I'm just asking. Is your dog your property? I don't think that like my cat is my property. I love him, and I would like take him anywhere I go with me.
Yeah, but if you died
he wants to
today and
be
let
there.
the window open, your cat could survive.
Same with your dog.
No, my dog could not survive.
Yes, she
dude.
could. You don't think Kasha could?
No way,
Dude, no, because here's the thing. Here's what you're not like considering is that if you died today, if you and Jessica both died, and then somebody came and found Kasha, they'd be like, "Oh, what a sweet dog.
If somebody
we have
found
to get
her.
another owner." So that's survival right there, dude. What is it if not survival? That dog has like evolved to like.
If
get
we're on an
people to,
island,
like, want
dude, that
them.
dog's fucked.
Nah, dude, your dog would be fine. I bet.
No way.
The most dangerous thing would be like you guys eating your dog.
What's the definition of property?
Dude, I think that. Well, I mean, like I don't
We'll
know.
look it up.
I don't think that we need to look up the definition of property. Like we don't need a Merriam-Webster, like dictionary definition to like be able to tell if your dog is your property or not. Is she or not?
I mean, I guess you don't have to know what you're talking about to have an opinion. Yeah, that's what
No.
you're saying.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think.
dude,
that-
my dog's my. I bought my dog. She's my property.
Okay, fair enough, dude. That's fine. I'm not judging you for
No
it.
one else can have her.
You're the one getting defensive.
Have you
dude.
come to my house and just take my dog? That's stealing. You've stolen
No,
my dog.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I think that's obviously it's like you shouldn't like steal
You
stuff.
can't
from
steal
other
my
people
girlfriend.
and,
She would
like-
have to go voluntarily. you know?
Yes. Yeah, that would be kidnapping.
Yeah. Well, I
And
mean,
dog
she would
napping-
probably just be like, "Oh,
But
I'm going
dog
with this
napping
person.
isn't a crime. Theft is a crime when it comes to dogs. I think that that's weird. Why isn't it dog napping?
Well, I mean, I've stolen dogs before, so
Yeah, but it's considered like a property crime.
yeah,
and like
dude, I think it
animal
should be.
abuse sometimes, but
Well, they don't have enough.
property crime. That's weird.
They don't have enough intelligence and like conscious
I think
decision
that-
making to.
I think that they have quite a bit. I think that they have more than people give them credit for.
No, dude, dogs are fucking stupid.
I think that
bro.
your dog staying with you is oftentimes just as much her choice as it is yours.
Yeah, because I'm the one that feeds her.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Is she your property or not?
Yes.
Okay. Dude, I read this article about these parrots and they gave them iPads. They gave these parrots iPads. So
They give
that
a parrot iPad.
Yeah, so
if you have a
they-
pet parrot, is that your property?
No, I don't think so. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. I think that it's like your friend, it's your buddy. And like, if you treat your buddy nicely, like it'll choose to be your buddy and like live with you and stuff. But I don't think that it can technically be your property. Like at least in my like
You know
in
what?
my opinion.
If I wanted to, I could sell my dog.
Yeah.
That's my property, dude.
It's messed up. Just buying and
Just
selling
by
dogs,
definition, dude. I'm not saying I want to
Yeah.
sell. I would never get rid of my dog, but I could.
So your property is just something you can sell?
I mean, yeah. I can't sell
Okay.
you, dude. I can't sell my
Awesome.
girlfriend.
I mean, you could.
I guess I could.
Yeah,
You know what?
could.
You know what?
You know,
Both
that's
those
what I'm
bitches are my
saying.
property.
Dude, I just think that I don't think that being able to sell something is a good.
Well, you refuse to look up the definition, so.
I mean, I can type it into
So here
Google.
I
I
am,
don't
dude.
think that. I just
If
don't
I
think
can
that
sell
it's.
you.
I just don't think that it's gonna be as clear cut as you believe it is. Property definition. Watch, dude. This is gonna be like something owned, a possession, a piece of real estate, something tangible or intangible to which its owner has legal title.
Oh, well.
You think that
I have legal
is
title over my dog, and I can
based
sell her.
on
So,
what?
yeah, she's my property.
Based on what, dude?
The fact that I have paperwork
Some
for her
piece
from
of
buying
paper,
her.
dude. Some
Yeah.
piece of paper that the state gave you.
Oh, so I don't own my car because the state gave me the title?
Maybe not. Your car's different though. It's an inanimate object. It doesn't even have. Your car can't
Dude,
think.
don't
dude.
talk about my Jeep like that, dude. That's a 2001 Cherokee XJ, dude. Inline 6. That thing's got personality for days. You can't tell me. There's no way you could tell me my Jeep doesn't want to be with me, dude.
Yeah.
We're a match made in heaven.
I guess if your definition of property is stuff that you can hit, then yeah, your girlfriend and your dog are your property. That's a joke. Dustin doesn't hit his girlfriend. He only hits his dog. But he keeps calling her his girlfriend's name. It's so weird. He hits his dog. It's like, oh. All right.
Yeah, dude, sometimes we're in a fight and we're like, where's that dog at? Where's that fucking dog? Give me that dog.
Kasha, what is this?
Dude, they gave these parrots iPads though so that they could video call other parrots.
Do they do it?
Yeah, it didn't help them. It made them better. Because I guess parrots have this thing where they like, you know,
Well, they mate for life and like they have like
yeah, they mate for life and they also live in like big flocks and stuff. And so when
Yeah.
you have one as a pet, it gets like depressed and it'll like pull out its own feathers and like pace back and forth. Or like, you know how parrots will like rock back and forth like this?
yeah.
Apparently that's
That's just like a
'cause
parrot
you're-
being like, God damn it,
Yeah,
where's
yeah.
my family? I hate this fucking place.
Exactly. Yeah, that's like a
That
parrot
sucks,
being like, "Fuck, dude! Like I fucking like, what does my like life come to?" And so they gave them iPads so that they could call other parrots, and it helped.
Do the people like call the parrot and be like, here's this one? Or
So-
does the bird put its beak on the screen and
so-
is like, I want to call Larry?
So that was the thing, is that the birds were the ones like choosing. They taught them how to. So
Oh, they taught him how to choose?
yeah.
That's hilarious, dude. Like, at first, they're like, hey, your buddy's calling. They're just like, that's not my fucking buddy, dude. Call the other one. Call the other parrot.
No, what they
This
did.
parrot sucks.
What they did is they like, okay, so they got all of them tablets, and then they first showed them like with a bell like how to click the tablet,
Mhm.
and then they started putting a picture of another parrot, and that button is what allowed them to call
That
their parrot, the other parrot, and so they like would like 1,000 hours of footage, I guess, of 18 pet parrots. And they
Dude,
were like,
what do
"Yeah,
these
we're
parrots
calling
do
them
on
all
these
the
video
time."
calls?
They just
Because
talk,
like they
dude.
mimic
Yeah.
like human voices
Yeah.
to humans, but that's not how they communicate like in
Right.
the wild. So they just like on
Yeah.
the screen, just like
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
just fucking.
yeah. They're like talking and hanging out.
They talk.
Yeah, well,
They
like
say
they don't
like
say
hello,
words.
or do they say like they do
the
like
bird
parrot shit?
stuff? Yeah, they do parrot shit, and they talk to him on on iPads. It's pretty cool, I think. I mean, like, you know, I honestly feel like we have other stuff that we could be doing with like
Yeah.
these resources.
Yeah,
Like,
probably.
being like, you know, how about we just quit trapping parrots and keeping them inside? Like, I love the roundabout like logic of being like, all right, so like we're definitely not going to stop keeping exotic birds as pets. But what we need to do is figure out how to not make them be so depressed. Let's get them iPads.
Dude, I don't know, dude. This feels like it could go too far.
Yeah.
To the point where like parrots in the wild see like parrots indoors, like that motherfucker's got an iPad. I'm out here hunting and shit, dude. That motherfucker just, I don't even gotta go look. He doesn't even gotta go look for his friend. He just taps a button and he's calling him. This is bullshit. And now parrots don't want to hunt anymore, dude. They're all just fucking scavenging around your fucking house, dude. You got a bunch of parrots outside. Like, come on, bro. You got another iPad, right? Let us call. Let us call, bro. It's like, like you're not supposed to feed a squirrel at a park because then they start expecting food from humans and like jumping up on them and shit. You can't do this to these parrots, bro.
Dude, the parents,
the parrots are all just watching fucking Coco Melon or whatever.
Yeah, dude. The parrots are like, you got games on your phone? You got games on your phone? They all learn how to say that. RuneScape. RuneScape. Candy Crush. Candy Crush. The parrots were recruited from users of...
Recruited?
Yeah. The parrots were recruited, dude. They had coaches coming to their house and stuff. They're like, we will buy your mother a car.
They have a name and image likeness deal.
Dude, they were recruited from users of Parrot Kindergarten. It's an online coaching and educational program for parrots and their owners. The birds first learn to ring a bell and then touch a photo of another bird on the screen of the tablet device to trigger a call to that bird with the assistance of their owners, it says. In total, the birds made 147 deliberate phone calls to each other over
How
during
many
the
parrots
study.
were there?
18 parrots.
18 parrots made 147 calls.
Yeah,
in what
dude.
span of time?
It says that they have more than 1,000 hours of footage.
I want to see the breakdown, dude. I want to see the parrot that's just calling everybody, and the parrot's just like, I don't fucking care about these other parrots, dude.
Yeah, dude. I wonder what the rate of like parrots like sort of rejecting the phone calls was. Or just like sort of like letting it ring and go to voicemail.
the FU button.
Oh, they just hit it with their heads. That's so funny.
Oh my God, Jennifer.
Have you ever had like a pet bird or anything?
No, I've never had a pet bird. I had a hedgehog.
That's kind of cool.
Interesting pet.
What are those like? They got good pussy.
They just hang out, dude. They don't really do anything. They hang out and they're all scared, and you got to wear gloves to hold them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're like.
Oh, yeah, the spines and stuff.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to, but it's like.
Yeah,
you gotta hold them
idea.
a very certain way and like pet them only one direction.
Yeah.
And yeah, they don't do shit. They just kind of sit there and hang out.
Yeah.
And we thought it was cool, and then we got to the point where we just like didn't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
One day, dude, my parents took our hedgehog.
Wow.
They're like, these kids don't care about this hedgehog. We're taking it away.
Yeah.
But they didn't tell us they took it away. We were just weren't paying attention.
Oh,
And
wow.
5 days after they took the hedgehog from us, it was like 4 or 5 days. I walked into my parents' closet to get something. I was like, "What's Lassie doing in here?" And they're like, "Yep, you didn't even notice. We're giving it away."
Wow.
And we're like, "No,
dude, that is cold.
So that's how we get. No, I think that's good parenting.
No,
dude.
it is good parenting,
That is
but it's
good
just
parenting.
like ice cold.
Today's dog moms would have just given me a treat and been like, "Bro, you left Lassie out here. Come on, come back inside, Dustin.
Yeah, dude.
Here's a treat. Go feed your hedgehog. We'll reconvene tomorrow with another treat. We'll wake you up with a treat."
Oh, dude, you're getting so old.
I know, dude. I'm getting so
It's
old.
pretty bad.
I also had ferrets, dude. Ferrets are cool.
You had ferrets?
Yeah.
Those are mean, I heard.
No, it's all about. People say they're mean and they stink.
Dude, what are you, like a fucking like
But if
animal
you just
trainer, dude?
no, I just had a brother who was interested in exotic animals, and that's kind of how we almost got a sugar glider once. That was
What
kinda
is that? Oh, those are the little
like the
squirrels that
flying
like
squirrel
fly.
type things. Yeah,
Yeah, that's sick.
yeah. No, ferrets are cool though. If you train them right and clean their cage every day, like they don't smell bad or whatever. But we were kids. We didn't clean their cage. They got rid of those too. We didn't take good enough care.
Damn, dude.
They're sick though, and they're really smart.
Yeah, they're like one of the smarter. They like teach them to do stuff.
Yeah,
they
dude.
like teach them to do jobs and shit.
Yeah, dude. And they would like gang up on my dog and like trick her
Really?
into shit. Yeah, dude. It's
Like what?
Just I don't know. Like they'd they fucking like move her toys and shit. They were like little like demons, dude. They're
Really?
fucking, yeah.
That
They
sounds
figured
cool.
out how to get into the top. Like they got into my closet one time, and it was like a little walk-in closet with like 2 levels of like shelves or whatever.
Yeah.
And they would climb up like shirts. They would climb up shirts.
Yeah.
And get to the next shelf and climb up a shirt. And I would come home, and just like, where's my fucking ferret? It's just in the top of my closet. They fucking because they learned how to get out of their cage, dude.
Really?
Yeah, we so like the cage has like a little door that you push like the wire in or whatever.
Yeah.
and they figured out that if they just went to the bottom of the door, they could push the wire with their strength and then just like fucking weasel
Slide
their
out.
way out,
Yeah.
slide their way out.
Weasel, I think you mean ferret their way out.
Well, I think they're kind of a weasel or whatever. So then we got like metal bars to put
Yeah.
across, to put them in ferret
Prison
you know?
bars.
Yeah, prison bars.
Yeah.
We get these metal bars to go across the doors, so they couldn't do that. And then one of them figured out it would go to the bottom because it was like a 2-floor cage.
Yeah.
It would go to the bottom floor and fuck with the top floor's bar and like work it down the cage and then push the bottom door open so it would fall and then go back up and let itself out the top. It's fucking wild,
Wow. So ferret's pretty smart.
dude. They're very smart,
Holy shit. I had no idea.
very cunning.
Well, I guess I kind of knew they like trained them to like do stuff. Like they're good for like, I think they've used them places to like get rid of like pests.
They're like land seals, dude. Like
Yeah.
little baby land seals.
Yeah, they use them to get rid of like, I think like rats or mice or something.
Yeah, they're good
somewhere.
hunters.
Yeah, they like kill all of them and shit, which is pretty cool. So I guess I did kind of know that they were smart. But parrots are even smarter because they can use tablets. Could your ferret use a little fucking iPad?
No way, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. You know, like you ever seen people like in a bar? You just like, oh, some guy's got a bird on his shoulder.
Yeah, I saw one the first time that I ever went to Up Down Arts
You ever
Bar.
seen somebody with a ferret on their shoulder?
No.
What if you had both, dude? That'd be so sick.
That'd be
A
tight.
ferret on one and a parrot on the other, dude. Your parrot's just like making calls for you, handling your business.
Oh, dude. Well, you know what? I actually think that we have.
What are these parrot calls? You have one of the parrot calls?
Dude, I wish that I did. I would love to like see what they're talking about, but it was just an article about it, and they got tablets and they made friends, and it helped them not pull out their own feathers, and they stopped shaking back and forth and stuff, and were a little less stressed. So.
Bro, I sold a car to a lady one time. I used to sell cars, and I had to go to her house to do like the final paperwork to have her sign the papers. And she had a pet ferret, or a pet parrot, right?
Yeah.
She has a parrot, and like I go into the house, and the parrot's just like making like, "Ah!" It's like it is not liking that I'm
pissed at
there.
you?
It's kind of pissed.
Yeah.
And the lady's like, oh yeah, he doesn't like visitors. And I kind of look in there, and it's a big ass parrot, and the
Yeah.
cage is just like open.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it starts like letting itself down, like the little beak walk thing. It's like letting itself out of the cage and starting to get down. It's just like glaring at me, and she's like, "Leave him alone. He's fine. He's a friend." Like, and this every time I look over, this parrot's like in a different. Like he kept like creeping in, like trying to get into the kitchen, you know. And she'd be like, "Go back to your cage," and he would like walk back until she stopped looking, and then he'd turn back around, dude. It was fucking creepy. And I'm just trying to get this lady to sign these papers so I can make this commission. And eventually he got into the kitchen, got within a couple feet of my ankle, and I was like, dude, I gotta get out of here. This is crazy.
Really?
Parrots.
Did you make the sale?
Yeah, I made the sale, bro.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Closer.
One of my few sales.
The only other thing that I have to talk about, did you see this shit about the SpaceX rocket that launched and blew up?
No.
Dude, okay, so SpaceX, I don't think that there was anybody on it, of course, because obviously
So that would have been bigger news.
yeah, it would have been like a national tragedy. But they launched, it's like the biggest rocket ever. And they launched it from the town, what's it called? It is Port Isabel in Texas. And apparently, like, it just kicked up so much dust that it covered, like, everything in the town in dust. Like, everything is just, like, look at this. This is a picture of it. Like, just the dust on somebody's windshield. Like, for miles around this town, it just shot up, like, such a huge dust cloud that everything is covered now. And they're, like, saying, oh, it's safe. Like, everything's fine. But it's like, dude, this is from a fucking, like, a rocket.
Like a train derailment.
A
They're just like, oh,
rocket-
don't worry, you can come back.
Yeah.
Everything's fine, bro.
Yeah, they're like this fucking rocket dust. I mean, it's not from the rocket, it's from the ground, but like it can't be good to heat up a bunch of dust on the ground and then send it flying through the air for miles and miles. But everything's covered there, and I guess this guy said that when it shot
Does
off,
this town not have a fucking leaf blower, dude?
dude, it was like an
Does this
insane
town only
amount.
have a paper that only has a hard copy and no online presence? What is this town doing, dude? They can't get rid of dust?
It said,
I mean, I get East Palestine, Ohio. They just come in and they're like, oh, yeah, your water's poisoned. Good luck. But this is just dust flying around, dude.
So what it seems like is that they didn't plan on it causing like all this dust to kick up, or at least they didn't think about it ahead of time, because they said
That seems like something you would test in a wind tunnel. You know, like the
So-
rocket part seems hard, but
exactly.
like where does the dust go seems like an easy thing to.
So they said normally major launch sites are engineered with a trench underneath them, with or like water system that like helps
and like
divert.
on concrete, right?
Well, so it was on concrete, but they said that it was so strong that it blasted the concrete apart. The guy who gets paid to videotape all
it broke
the launches.
the concrete.
So get this. This dude said that it was okay. So somebody was like, it was truly terrifying. They said it was shaking everybody's houses in this fucking town. Like this rocket is so big that they thought that there was a fucking earthquake and shit. But everybody knew because they lived there that there was a rocket launch. But they were like, we felt like a couple of vibrations, like every so often, a glass would like rattle or something.
There's just one guy that hasn't been checking the news. Is on a fucking iPad with his parrot, and his house just starts shaking. He's like, "Oh my god!"
But this person said there were bowling ball-sized pieces of concrete that came flying out of the launch pad area.
Dude.
So just shooting out, and everybody was like, "Oh, we had no idea." It's like, how did you guys not know, dude? Like, if you're fucking shooting a rocket into space, but you don't even think.
Well, as someone who used to lay concrete, I like to know who poured that concrete pad.
You think the stuff that you did could survive the rocket?
I would have finished that shit, dude. Not my concrete, bro. No way, dude.
But they have no test of the dust, so they don't even know if it's dangerous. But they're saying everything's fine. Like,
well, how would the dust become dangerous?
I mean, like, I don't know, like shooting like rocket fuel and like flames into something probably can't be good,
Yeah, but can dust absorb anything?
They said that it made a 25-foot crater where this thing like launched from.
Jeez.
So that's like some powerful shit, And I mean, like, maybe it probably can't absorb.
Wait, so what happened
anything.
to the rocket? How far did it make it?
The rocket didn't even make it out of into orbit. It exploded in the air. So all for nothing, too. They covered this entire town in fucking an inch of dust.
Well, I'd imagine if your launch pad breaks apart, you're not getting the lift you want.
Yeah, maybe.
Part of the, I would guess part of the launch is the resistance of the fuel hitting the concrete surface and then projecting up. But if you're just digging a hole.
Yeah. I'm no rocket scientist.
Right, okay, but you can compare. So if you're stuck in the mud in your car, dude, and you just gas it, instead of having putting something under the tire, you're just gonna dig a hole, and there's nowhere for that energy to go except down.
Just like rockets.
Yeah, dude, just like rockets, dude.
It's rocket science.
My Jeep is pretty much a rocket, dude.
But yeah, man, I was like surprised that the bowling balls like shooting apart the concrete and shit. It seems like it could be like not good, but whatever. I don't know. It's fine. It's good, dude. We need to go to space. Yeah,
dude,
a
one
little
of the screws just fell out of your chair.
Yeah, I know, dude. I break chairs at my
Bro,
house,
you gotta listen to that doctor.
All right. Well, with that, I think it's
chair.
Probably time to end the podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. We've been doing an hour though, and I gotta go to Knuckleheads pretty soon. But what do you have to plug coming up? This will come out on Tuesday. So,
I'm in Odessa, Missouri, if anyone's around those parts, on Friday night.
Back in Odessa,
dude. Back in Odessa. You've been there with me. Saturday is the Strawberry Hill Comedy Crawl.
Oh, yeah. Strawberry Hill Comedy Crawl. Come to Hillsiders at 5 p.m. Jake's on the big show.
Yeah. I got the mid show, dude. So, what is it? Mockingbird at 1 o'clock, 403 at 3, and Hillsiders at 5.
Yeah, which one are you on?
I'm on the 403 Club show.
Cool, nice. Yeah, I'm going to go to all of them probably.
So that's going to be fun. The draft is in town, so people are going to be out. The town's going to be hopping. I'm honestly a little concerned about that.
Oh, like people like not coming because of the draft?
No, about bars just being full of people because there's a ton of people in town. Like, say, like all these people are going to come to town for the draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first round's Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
And the second and third round's Friday. Saturday is just 4 through 7.
Who gives
Only
a fuck?
the diehard fans are really going to care about that.
The real ones.
So I'd imagine the people that are still in town on Saturday are just going to want to be hitting bars. And if you're Googling bar district, Strawberry Hill's right there. You know,
yeah.
6-7 minutes away.
Yeah.
So what I'm scared of is having just a bunch of people that are day drinking that are sitting at bars, and then we walk in and we're like, "Do you have a ticket?" Like, a ticket for what? Like, well, there's about to be a comedy show. I know you guys have a whole tab going, and you've already spent $100 here, but you either got to buy a ticket or leave.
Get the fuck out. It'll be fine. They'll figure it out, dude. Fucking fuck out of towners, dude.
Yeah, I got that. I got to host an open mic every week at the Mockingbird.
Yeah,
Sunday
Mockingbird
nights,
Lounge.
7:30 times, 8 o'clock. I'm featuring at the Comedy Club of Kansas City.
Oh, nice.
11th, 12th, and 13th with Reno Collier.
Cool.
And Dan Soder is doing a one-nighter there on Sunday night. So I'm hoping that since I'm doing the weekend, I also get to be on the Dan Soder show on Sunday.
Cool.
That would be sick.
Cool. What's your Instagram handle?
It's at Dustin the Wind,
Yeah.
like the song. Because
Yeah.
I'm from Kansas and I like the band Kansas, and there's a song called at Dustin the Wind 17,
There you go.
all one word. And Memorial Day weekend, I will be in Denver at the Denver Comedy Underground. So if anybody
dude.
in Denver is listening to this,
Dude, people
I'll
from
be
all
opening
over.
for
People
Billy
from
Wayne
all
Davis.
over listen to this podcast.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, dude, worldwide.
what's your biggest reach? What do you?
My biggest reach, like
Yeah,
how
someone
many,
like I fucking live in Hawaii and I found your podcast.
Oh no, mostly just like this area. I was just kidding when I said people of all over. I was trying to sound cool. People of all over listen to this podcast. You listen to this podcast. Thank you very much. I love you so much. I love you. Make sure you, if you are a subscriber to this podcast, thank you. Feel free to give us a 5-star rating, please, on whatever you listen to this on.
Yeah, dude,
If you're
5-star it up.
If you're not a subscriber, what are you doing, dude? Come on. Subscribe to my podcast, you little fucking bitch. And then
Also, if you send me
follow us.
video evidence of you striking your dog, I'll give you 5 stars on whatever platform you're on.
Dustin will Venmo you. Dustin will
I'll Venmo you $5.
Yeah,
for
he'll
hitting your
Venmo you
dog.
$5 for videos of you hitting his dog, or of hitting any dog, not his dog. Don't hit his dog.
No, your dog. It
Yeah,
can't just
hit
be.
your
You can't just
dog.
walk up to a stranger's dog and hit him.
How would you know?
Well, I would probably know by the dog's reaction. I'm pretty good at this stuff,
Yeah.
dude.
All right. Follow the podcast on Instagram. Send anything to jaken.off.podcast@gmail.com. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for listening.